Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I am Brian.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Jess.
This is episode 152 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. Come on along, everybody. Spend the next hour or so with us talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike packing, bike camping, breaking down bike parts, and hopefully this new soundboard works the way we hope it will.
No.
You don't think it will?
Well, for the thousands of dollars you spent, we have to wear headphones.
You just hate the headphones, don't
It's
you?
a downgrade in my book.
I don't know why you hate the headphones so much. Jess, why does he hate the headphones
I
so
have
much?
no idea.
Okay, well, we're just going to play bikes, too. So on this episode, now I'm not sure how you felt about this when I pitched this idea, Joey, but on this episode, we're going to talk about different bike components and how long they last, comparing entry-level parts to premium, upgraded versions. But before we get to the mechanical bike parts, let's talk about that same comparison with your bibs, jerseys, and the gear that you wear. And of course, Joey and Jess, one of the best places to buy premium clothing that's going to last
Your local bike shop
is going to be Cutaway USA. Cutaway USA offers premium cycling apparel born in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Cutaway is an industry leader, offering innovative fabrics combined with clean, bold design. Make sure to visit their website to see all their jerseys, bibs, neck gaiters, and cycling apparel and gear. Go to their website at cutawayusa.com. Now, I went there today to see if they had anything new, and there wasn't anything there new. Still had the new arrival stuff with the bibs and do we have any clue what's going on with our stuff? Because we use Cutaway for our custom GTD.
Well,
gear.
my shop order should be in very soon. I just need to call Philip tomorrow.
Yeah. When you reach checkout on their website, make sure to use the code GRAVEL15 to take 15% off your entire order. That is a special discount offer that is just available to GTD listeners and, of course, anybody who knows how to search the internet for codes. Although, I wonder if it shows up in Honey. You know Honey, the browser add-on? You put it on your browser, and then...
Isn't that like when you search for coupons?
Yes, yeah. So I wonder if they found that and they put it in now. I'm going to try that. So, Joey, what are you drinking today? Because you're usually our drinker now that Jess and I are in.
I'm not
training.
not the drinker. I have Bigelow Sweet Dreams herbal tea, caffeine-free, all natural.
Nice.
And I'm about to put some Maker's Mark in it.
Okay.
I just had to drink a little bit out of it.
Yeah, you climbed over.
Now.
You climbed over behind me to get to the hot water, and I was trying to figure out what in the world you were doing.
Just a dash.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll get my dad in trouble for this. When I was little and I had a cough or a cold, I'd get like a spoon of whiskey.
Well, yeah. I mean,
My mom used to put it on biscottis. Like, she used to rub it on
Okay,
biscotti.
fancy pantsy. I'm talking about when I had a cold. I have a cold
that's
now.
a Jersey thing, biscotti. Biscotti.
I'm sorry.
Is that how they say
like
it in
that.
Jersey? Biscotti.
No, we say biscottis. Like, it's I don't know.
Oh, that was more than a dash. Did you? You trickled a
But it
little
was
bit
like
more.
when
of
you
that.
were
It's-
teething, because biscottis are harder, so you would teeth on it, and it would, like, numb the area.
Oh, I know
What
one.
are you talking about, like a newborn?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that with babies.
So you coat the biscotti in whiskey first and give it to a baby?
And give it to the baby. I would never do that. I wouldn't do that. But maybe that explains some things
A Jersey thing.
about
yeah.
what's going on over here on the other side of the table. So I want to talk about dinner. Joey made waffles and introduced me to something that I never would have thought of trying before.
It's delicious.
And that is putting hot sauce on buttered, syruped waffles.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only any hot sauce, though, But it was the Dirty Kitten gravel race hot sauce, which how that connection came together, I'm still not 100% sure. But
I have a lot of. Remember that Chris and
yeah.
Alex gave us a bunch of extra.
Yeah, they sent us a whole bunch of.
I think
that
it's my
stuff.
last little bottle.
Wasn't that what was it? It was the it's gone now. I was looking for it on the desk.
It's the Old Bay style.
Yeah, it was because I could taste a little bit of the Old Bay in the hot sauce, and I will say that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. You didn't try it though, did you?
No, but when Joey used to get chicken and waffles at Rise Up, that was like his thing, is that he would mix the syrup with the hot sauce on top of his waffles.
So did you mix the syrup into the hot sauce? That actually could be something you could market along with your chips and your live chicken dinners that you make in the.
Great.
Well, I was worried because the last time I used my waffle iron, I put chicken in it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You put chicken in the waffle iron?
I gave you the first waffle, so that's why I was like, "Hey, does it taste like chicken?"
You were playing with your things, and we were talking about that the chicken. Last time Joey cooked it was with the chicken. So
Okay. All right.
So you got the chicken flavor.
You got the chicken.
I
flavored one.
I didn't taste it, so I don't know. Okay. So this is the New Year's episode, right? So it's post Boxing Day ride. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I want to applaud both of you. I'm going to actually use the new board.
No.
Oh, Lord.
Every time.
I'm not going to do it often. Trust me. I'm not going to do it often.
Every time you do that, someone gets a flat.
I do want to give you guys some kudos, though, because Joey's feeling a little bit under the weather. And it was the responsible. And I think this is how we beat COVID. It was a responsible thing to do, was to say, not going to go to be around people.
I thought I had the Rona.
Yeah, and it turns out you had your tests, and all was negative and all was well. But that was a responsible thing to do.
I tested positive for a lot of other weird stuff, but my COVID test.
Oh my God, he did it, but it was just a rapid COVID test. It was a little bit harder to get an appointment than we thought, but we did it yesterday. And we were really nervous because we spent the holiday with Joey's family, and he has a nephew that's not even a year old yet, and then he has a nephew that's like 3. So they're not able to be vaccinated, and we didn't want to be the people that spread it to the kids. So
I have that fear with a new baby in the family, and I'm
absolutely.
continually worried about it. Well, you texted me Christmas night and said, "Hey, I've got a little bit of a sore throat," and I texted you back immediately and said, "Hey,
because we're talking about riding together.
I'm not getting in a car with you."
Yeah, no. Which I mean, that's what we said. We said we were gonna,
and I'm sure that's what you meant.
Play it by
you were
ear, yeah.
But then in the morning it was, "Hey, this is probably not a good idea." So, but we did have 6 folks show up: Ted, Nathan, Dennis, Steve, Bob, who came from Proteus.
Oh, Robert.
He introduced himself as Bob. I don't know, Bob. He's a nice guy. Had a little Diverge, a little black Diverge, a little shiny black Diverge, real nice. And then we encountered along the trail Tom and Evelyn, who were looking for us, but I guess they couldn't find us in the parking lot before we started. But it was turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous day. I'm sorry that you guys missed it. Great Falls, starting in Carter Rock is a little tough because you go through Great Falls.
Yeah, I always wondered I just thought maybe it'd be quiet.
Nope, not coming back.
Which is why I always go to Brunswick otherwise, because we start there. But last time we were in Brunswick,
it was train festival.
4 hours of trains.
So going up through Great Falls on the way out earlier in the morning wasn't so bad. Coming back, it was really, really crowded. And so I just rang my bell, like literally, ching, 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 ching.
Do people hear you though? Because they have their headphones in.
But they could care less.
Yeah.
They just could have cared less. I mean, there were some people, it was pretty obvious that they were just like, I'm going to walk in front of you. I don't care. You're not going to run me over.
You didn't turn that, so the few days I rode to work, I tried my AirPods. I don't know if it's on all AirPods or the 3s or the Pros, but they have, I call it spatula audio or spatula audio. I showed it to you, and it's like a hearing aid, so I can still hear my music, but I hear more with that turned on while riding.
Well, I know that, I don't know if it was Ted or Dennis, one of the two of them actually heard somebody make a comment as we were coming through Great Falls that they shouldn't allow bikes there.
Oh, I would have stopped.
That's what all the runners say when we're on trails is like, why do they have all these bikes here?
I just want a Nerf gun just to shoot people with it.
Is
that okay to say?
I think
Like a Nerf
so.
gun's like fun and playful,
You know what we did?
but I hate runners, so maybe I'll put some pepper spray on it.
We were coming through Great Falls, and I was with Jerry, and Jerry had a phone on his bike, and
like
he
Tom
put
King?
a siren on his phone, like halfway down, and it's going bee doo dee doo dee.
Tom King did that on one of our rides.
But Jerry did it, and people in Great Falls just parted like the Great Sea. We were just riding right through people.
You're gonna get ticketed for impostering a.
Well, no, it was English. It was the bee doo dee doo.
Oh, okay.
So it was like well,
Beto.
yeah. So it was a little different. It wasn't the like the like a U.S. siren. It was an English siren. It was very sophisticated, and it had bad
Did you have
teeth.
your pinkies out while you were
and we
ringing
were
that
and we
bell?
were sipping tea with bad teeth. So sorry, we just lost all of our English listeners. Sorry about that. Oh well.
We lost them as a Brexit.
That's true. They Brexited. So Boxing Day ride, 40 miles. It was 20 miles up, 20 miles back. Did I put? Yeah, Steve is in there. So Steve actually took your suggestion, Joey, to heart. He brought his little camp stove.
I saw that.
Made some coffee. And when we stopped at Edwards Ferry, which was kind of fun, kind of cool. I didn't know. And if I had known this, we would have planned a little extra time. They had a little fire ring right there, like right along the trail. Could have made a little fire, sat around the fire. But, we were only there for 20 minutes.
And it was a little bit warm, wasn't it? Warm.
Yeah, it was nice. It was, especially coming back. It warmed up considerably even coming back. It was a little cool when we started. But all in all, a great time. And I think we ought to not wait till Boxing Day to do that again.
Oh, I know.
We should do that more often.
Tomorrow. I gotta work.
New Year's Day.
I'm cleared
No.
to work again.
Yeah. Did you have to take the day off Tuesday?
Yeah.
That was, again, smart. So
We got there a half hour early before urgent care opened, thinking we'd be smart, and I was like 30th something in line.
Ugh. Well, it's so hard to get tests now.
We're up 567%. They used to do like 3 a day or something. They just said.
Yeah. It's crazy, this Omicron. We were just talking about it before the show. Maybe we all just need to go get it, because maybe that'll be the squasher, because it is like a mild cold, right? Apparently, if you're vaccinated.
I'm telling you, that's what I have now.
And been boosted.
I just can't detect it
Yeah, it could be.
because it's just a regular cold.
Yeah, everybody was up there. When you get on a bike and it's cold, your nose starts running and all that kind of stuff. But but I don't think anybody there. I didn't hear any coughing besides myself. So I don't care about it. All right, so tell me about y'all's last week. How was your Christmas?
Really? I've been locked up for 5 days in my house.
Yeah, he's been locked up with me and Blake for the past 5 days. So at one point he was like, "Oh God, I can't stay home another day." So he started cleaning the entire house. So, but go ahead, Joey. You could go on with your day.
Well, no, I mean,
No,
how was
was
your Christmas? Because you didn't really have this
It was
thing.
jolly. We had our Polish New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve at my parents' house, which
Saw
I went
that.
over the week before and made kielbasa and pierogi.
Yep, saw all that.
And then we did that. It was abbreviated because I worked till 2, and then everyone had to leave by like 6 or 7. So it was fun. And then Christmas, we relaxed in the morning. I went to my parents for a quiet
We had a
Christmas
quiet
dinner.
one. It was a very quiet Christmas.
Yeah.
Very, very quiet.
And then I started getting a scratchy throat, and the next day I'm like, crap. There was that, and then I had to tell everyone in my family I wasn't feeling good, and my nephews, and
That's probably the worst part of it.
Missed the ride.
The worst part is knowing that you could infect somebody else and spread it to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's the worst part to me.
Yeah.
I mean, we were sitting in urgent care and I was having a very difficult time wrapping my head around, if we were positive, how are we going to tell our sisters? Like, that's the only thing I couldn't get over yesterday.
Just tell them. I mean, it's not what's done is done.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do about
you
it.
have the right logic. I don't.
She was crying and freaking out, and I'm like, just
But
take
my
a breath.
blood pressure is low.
Oh, you were upset?
Very.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can see where
I was more upset because as I called our island sushi order and they text us to come down to urgent care, I was like, oh no, our sushi's going to get cold. But really, I was like, that's bad timing.
We had sushi the other day too.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I do have taste and smell, and
Yeah, you didn't have
I've had this
COVID.
dang cold. And
It
a
would
little
have shown
congestion
up.
today.
It would have shown up as COVID, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've
You
been
know.
tested like 4 times the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
had a few times between both of us working in the public and me going into school next week. It's going to be.
Yeah.
It's not going to end quickly for us.
No. That's okay.
That's about it, though. I mean, I haven't touched my bike.
Was the bike shop busy coming in right till Christmas? Was it busy?
Yeah,
right up
I
till
would say
Christmas?
we've been steady busy.
Yeah.
People are still shopping, like not even Christmas shopping, just looking for bikes, getting little bits here and there. I'd say we've been pretty decent, still getting service, like a decent amount of service, which usually slows down in November, and it hasn't stopped.
Have you noticed, like I've noticed, all of the bikes on Facebook Marketplace?
No,
They're everywhere. Like
nothing good.
Well, no, it's either really high end, like really
really high end, or
really
clapped
super
out.
expensive, or clapped out crap. Yeah,
Yeah.
But they're out there. They're out there.
Like I'm trying to find like an old. I just want like a project bike, like just something a clunker to put a rack on. And
Why don't you get Tom's AWOL?
I have offered. I offered $500 because that's the Bicycle Blue Book,
Yeah.
and he won't even respond.
Well,
I literally screenshot it. Like I love Tom, and I love the paint's cool, but the paint decreased the value in my opinion.
Oh yeah, because nobody knows what he's trying to cover up. We know that he was just covering. He just painted that bike to make it cool.
I know, but
a lot of people would look at it and go, "Oh, that bike was all banged up and it's all rusted on the inside," and he painted over it.
because I want to. I don't want to strip it, but I want to turn it into a flat bar, put the pizza rack on, stuff like that. And
Do you still have a pizza rack?
no, I had to buy a Pelago, Peligo,
Because
whatever you call
the
it.
specialized pizza rack that you got from me and burned up in the fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Burned pizza.
Burn the pizza. I did, so that I went with the Pelago, whatever they call it.
I have no idea. I can't pronounce most bike.
I put it on the
things.
Kona.
Yeah.
I found out you could put that one on the Kona because it has lower mounts.
Huh.
So that's pretty cool.
I
So I had it ready for the CNO.
I enjoyed riding the Otso on the canal. It's
Yeah.
one of my first real long gravel ride on that bike. It's very comfortable. It's a very comfortable bike. I'm ecstatic with that thing. You saw I took it right home and I washed it right up and I cleaned it right up and I shined it up.
When I
And
cleaned my Athos, it's still dirty.
I was going to bring it to you because I did not know how to wash a titanium bike, so I was going to have to come get a lesson.
Actually, no, I say it's true. I mean, the finish on it, I mean, you could scrub it off, but rubbing alcohol works really well to actually wipe the frame down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember you told me there was some muck off.
Oh, no, the Pedro's Bike Lust does really well on it, too.
Pedro's Bike Lust, yes. I'll buy some of that on Amazon.
The Church of Lust.
You have that. Have that at the shop. I would never go on Amazon.
You go on Amazon, you're going to hurt my feelings.
I would never go on Amazon to buy something.
bike
that you
takes a
don't-
couple
I
days
always
longer
check,
next time.
I always check with you, don't I? When I need something, it's like, do you have it? And you're usually the one that goes and finds it for me somewhere else, which is
if I
such a
don't.
nice thing for you to do. Hey, let's do Strava Club.
I rode my Peloton because I'm
I'm sorry.
non-symptomatic. So
You rode your Peloton?
Yeah.
But, because you can't run on the Peloton treadmill
I can't
yet,
run
right?
on the treadmill, so I rode my bike for a few days while Joey was symptomatic and
Did
I
you-
was asymptomatic.
Did you stay away from him?
No.
Yeah, I mean, because I honestly...
No, she didn't. She was all over me.
Oh Lord!
I wasn't like crippled. I mean, like I was walking, like I felt totally fine. Like
Yeah.
I'm a little tired today.
Well, you when I
was walking the dog. I was going out.
I think we just texted. I don't think I ever talked to you on the
No,
phone.
I realized I was on my phone a lot, so I was putting my phone down as much as I could.
Yeah, because you can get COVID through the phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk to somebody.
It's the
not
5G
texting.
they injected
Yes.
in me.
Oh
with
my God!
Yeah.
Have you heard about people going on Amazon to buy the 5G amulets that they hang around their neck and they wear like necklaces because they're afraid of the radiation in the 5G? The radiation in the 5G is safe radiation, but the little amulets that they sell on Amazon actually have real radiation in them. They're actually wearing things that are
You can legally
radioactive.
sell that?
Yes, you can actually go on Amazon and buy actual radioactive things, and that's what people are doing to try to counter 5G. The world's gone crazy. I swear, the world's gone absolutely bonkers and nuts. I can't get over that.
Now we could go to Strava Club.
Now we can go.
I rode my Peloton. That's all everybody needs to know is I was not feeling as bad as Joey, so I was able to get on my bike. I was able to watch TV and lay on the couch all day. It was wonderful.
Nice.
I never wanted it to end. And Joey's like, I have to go to work. And I was like, really? Like,
You
it
could
was
just-
so nice watching The Office together.
Don't
and-
get tested and just be like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I had
Okay, Strava Club, Joey. Let's do it. I don't have
All
any.
right.
I was going to actually come up with a cute jingle to put up for Strava Club for you, but I haven't done that yet. Do you want one?
Brian Dussault from Massachusetts with 238.7.
Good job, Brian.
J.R. Cohen from Texas, somewhere in Texas,
Wow, good job, JR.
with 157.1.
I
And
don't.
Lynn,
I don't put the state or the cities sometimes because like you can look at some people's rides and they kind of like you can tell they're kind of like trying to be protective with their stuff.
all right, J.R. Cohen from Lukenbach. All right, Lynn Phil from Lancaster, PA, with 119.8. We are at the brink of 100 to break into the top 100 at 99.7. And we are up to 796 from 794 members. And this just in from 30 Kitten Productions. If we hit 800 members by the end of the year, Chris Howe will braid his hair.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no, you just put it out there.
I have it in writing.
Yeah,
Chris,
did you really?
He wrote me a letter. Yep.
It's actually, and he signed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did he get it
awesome.
notarized?
Awesome. I don't know what I'm laughing at.
So we were back and forth on dreadlocks, but we might go to braids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first. We need just 4 more listeners in the next. Well, actually, this gets released on New Year's Eve, doesn't it?
We could do it.
So we need 4 listeners. We could actually put out the call on
Oh,
the
no,
social media.
yeah, tomorrow's the 30th.
Oh, tomorrow, because we're a day late recording. That's
Yeah.
right. It's Wednesday. So we'll have 2 days to actually get 4 listeners to come to the Strava Club, and Chris Howe will braid his hair. That's awesome. I love that. Alex, thank you for putting that out there.
Yes, thank
for
you,
Chris.
Alex.
Appreciate
Thank you,
that.
Alex.
Thank you for the hot sauce. Also, this whiskey and tea is very good.
I smell it from here.
Whiskey and tea is a really nice combination. A little hot toddy kind of thing going
Now,
on.
speaking of whiskey, our friend Travis over at Grusk and Total Brain Fart
Mountain rides.
Mountain Rides sent us a care package that we should talked about earlier on.
I didn't get to go through the care package, but I know that you've got stickers spread out everywhere. You're sporting a beautiful
He got us a
red
new wardrobe, all 3 of us.
Grusk sweatshirt. You've got a nice Maker's Mark scarf, winter
dog.
scarf. And then did that come as well?
He said that the scarf was for Blake.
Okay.
He got a winter scarf set, Makers, in a box with the little scarf on the bottle
Oh,
of Makers.
very
Blake
good.
can match the Maker's Mark bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he can match Joey, too.
Exactly.
And then we got an Eagle Rare Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey bottle
Holy crap.
with the Gravelonia sticker on the side of it. This is classy.
That is.
And then we got
it's a classy-
sweatshirts. We got some nice stickers.
It's a classy looking bottle. Did you put the sticker on the bottle, or did it come
He
that
did.
way?
It's like my
That's
Maker's bottle. It's the Grusk Makers. One of
nice.
one.
Nice little Gravelonia sticker. Now we've got some of these stickers and stuff to give away, right? That's what we're doing.
No, those are ours.
Those are ours. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, you don't get any.
I want the Gravelonia sticker for my car.
I was going to say, I like the Gravelonia one too.
But Jess, what are you doing?
International Sticker Day is coming.
Tell people about that.
International Sticker Day is Joey bought me this really nice pen set for Christmas. It's like the Sharpie pens. They're very nice. And so I've been handwriting each of your Patreons a message and an envelope, and you'll get stickers in the mail so you can tag us on social media, et cetera, with your new stickers and celebrate National Sticker Day on January 18th.
Nice. And you actually offered, that was fantastic. You offered to do handwritten envelopes and little letters, and you read to me what you're putting in the little letters. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just so,
Yeah.
it's just so, classy. Classy.
Yeah.
Pinky's
But even if people aren't Patreons, if you are a listener and you want to email or message Gravel Travel Dirt on Instagram with your name and your address, I will happily send you one too.
How about they do a photo picture on the Instagram, because that's what Instagram's all about, right?
Correct.
Pictures. That's
Correct.
what pictures
Correct.
go on Instagram.
Bitch, it's on the gram.
The pictures go on the gram. So take a picture of where you would put a sticker,
Oh, that's a good one too.
and then tag us, and then we will direct message you to get your shipping information.
That would be great. I just need you two to send
You need
me.
a tutu?
No, you two to.
All right,
make
at
sure
900
you're-
Strava, people all put on a tutu.
Oh crap! Are you serious?
Oh, man.
I've got that. I've got that now. And you would pose with Chris with his braids in your tutu.
Yes.
That would be fantastic. Poor Chris. I don't know.
Whenever
Chris,
I get really down about like St. Jude fundraisers, Joey goes, "I'm always ready to wash cards in my bikini or whatever
No,
you
Speedo.
say. Your Speedo." Yeah, that's what he said.
I would pay St. Jude money to
See?
do that. Oh yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that pay St. Jude money for that.
I got to do my spray tan first.
So okay, breaking it down. You said that this.
Oh, real quick.
Go ahead.
We have Grusk flasks.
What?
Truth. They
Yeah,
did
they're in the
come
box.
They're in the box.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I wanted to do an unboxing, but just got very busy. So I just
Oh.
took everything out. I was very excited.
Travis, thank you. That is fantastic. Does it actually say Grusk on it?
Oh, yeah, it's like printed. It's not a sticker. It's
They're
like printed
really
up.
pretty.
Oh, thank you so much. Travis, yeah, he treats us too
Brian
well.
could put sweet tea in his.
He treats us too well. I can't wait. Grusk is on my calendar this year, and I've talked about doing it in the past, and it's there. I don't care if I go there and fall apart. Going
What
up that
month
mountain.
is Gruskin?
It's early July. It's right around the 4th of July window.
Oh.
So
We could be doing that for my birthday, Joey.
yes, Joe.
It's the hardest month for me to leave
That's
the
a
bike
camping
shop.
thing, though.
Yeah.
That's a camping
Oh,
thing.
I have to camp?
Yes.
There's no Marriott?
There's no hostels either.
Oh.
Hostiles. There's
Whoops.
no.
Sorry,
although,
Grus people.
although I think maybe we need to aside with Travis because I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he may have a little bit better accommodations. But we can always talk. We
have
could talk.
Have you been near there? You've been to Reddish Knob, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's
There,
nothing
like,
there.
there is nothing within an hour of that place.
Well, but what we might be able
Like,
to
there's
do
not
is
even cell phone service.
maybe we could talk Marcus into hauling that
Oh,
camper up
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's luxury.
there. Yeah. Living in the lap.
I will have a CVT rooftop tent by then.
Okay. On
How
the,
will my dog get up to the top?
I'll carry him.
Oh,
I-
yeah, you
I-
can.
Plenty of people. I couldn't do it with Max. I'll carry Blake up.
Blake is smart enough. I'm going to bet you could get him to climb a ladder. I'm going to bet you could get Blake to climb.
No,
a ladder.
I'm not doing that. I'll just carry him. I could pick him up upside down. He doesn't care. Max
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Yeah.
He's just a baby.
Okay.
I'm going to
good.
get rid of my truck and get a rooftop tent.
So you said, Joey, that this show idea would literally take 3 hours to do. So we've got to be careful not to go too deep into all these things.
Or 3 seconds. You ride your bike, you wear stuff out,
But
replace it.
what I want to do is basically break down bike parts. How long in miles, in theory, should they last before they need to be replaced? And what's the difference between buying an entry-level price point item from a sort of higher-end price point item, and what does that higher-end price get you? So, like, I know, and I'm going to give a good example. Like, you buy a quality chain, that chain lasts longer. You don't have to replace it as often. So
Not
you may
really.
God, I thought I had one.
No, like, it's
Okay.
it's plain and simple. Darius is double the price, half the life.
Double the price, half the life.
Altegra is half the price, lasts about double as long on average. Although
Okay.
it's getting pretty close, but
Well, let's-
the lighter you go, usually the more it wears out after.
So the
Between
higher,
like SRAM Red and Darius,
so the higher performance is actually going to equate to less durable
sometimes.
because of the fact that it's trying
This
to
is a
reduce
gray
weight.
area, and people are going to yell during this episode.
Okay, but that's fine. We like controversy. So
All right.
we're going to break it down. Let's actually start since I threw it out there.
all these home bike mechanics are going to know everything.
Let's start with the chain. Let's start with the chain. So how many miles in theory? I know that I replace my
I don't
chain
know.
about every 1,500 miles.
I mean, that's a good average number.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. That's what
But
I'm
the single speeder,
okay, yeah.
there's too many variables.
So
It's like when people ask me in my store, I'm getting fired up on this one. I need more whiskey.
That's fine, and I like it when you get fired up. So let's establish a baseline so that we can eliminate the variables. It's a gravel bike. It's an average gravel rider that's doing maybe 75 to 100 miles a week. Okay, on the bike, they're a solid biker. They're not cross chaining. They're treating their stuff well. They're taking good
Yeah.
care of it. They're washing their bike. So these are our baselines. This may not be real world. These are our baselines. So it's 75 to 100 miles of.
I already forgot half the baselines.
Person rides their bike 75 to 100 miles each week.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and they take good care of the bike. And so, and how long should, in miles, in theory, should they expect to get out of the chain?
I would say 1,500 miles.
I know that's
If
the rule of
if
thumb I
you
use.
say that as a solid point, you can probably get 3 cycles a year set on that.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a heavier person, shifting a lot under load, a lot of torque, cross training all the time, you might get 1,000.
Okay.
At 1,500 miles, you might start wearing your cassette out at that point in time.
So there's a good example of a difference in if you're a bike packer.
You and me,
you're-
no
you're-
offense. I mean, we're
big guys.
Yeah, you don't want to get in a bar fight with Brian and Joey.
Right.
Because we're not going to outrun you.
So what is a good difference in a price point between an entry level chain and sort of a higher priced premium chain?
Like I think a Durace chain's like $60 and like $20 for like a SRAM 1100.
Okay, so not a massive difference. Not a bank to break the bank.
That sweet spot's like that 105. 105 and Ultegra are the workhorse stuff. Everyone should know that, and if they don't, then they do now.
Well, maybe they don't, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now they do.
And they don't make a specific GRX chain, but they usually use sorry, a brain fart. Like a 105 is like the GRX 600 series. Ultegra is equivalent to the GRX 800 series. And your XT is like your 800 and your Ultegra series, but they don't make XT 11 speed. It's all 12 speed now, so unless you get an older chain. So there's a lot of like back and forth.
A lot of crazy variables that you can throw.
I just go right to the road stuff to make it easy for people.
I know, because I've got on my Otso on the Workin, I've got a really bizarre mix of GRX stuff and some 105 stuff. But
on the contrary,
okay,
over with our science, we figured that we've been using. I think we started with a couple people a few years ago. 12-speed XT and XTR chains are lasting like 2 or 3 times longer on 11-speed drivetrains.
Okay,
than 11-speed chains on 11. And also, it's been shifting smoother. Yeah,
there's a pro tip. So repeat that one more time.
Well, I'm not going to tell everyone that. It's the bee's knees. Then that works 100%. Although everyone I've put it on has been flawless.
You have commitment issues, don't you?
I don't know. I'm going to get calls from every other bike shop across the Mid-Atlantic this week.
That's okay. Your phone will be
all right. Maybe other people have done this, but we have quite a few folks / customers on 11-speed Ultegra Durace group sets that I've put 12-speed XT and XTR chains on. And not only is the shifting even better, the chain lasts 2 to 3 times longer.
Okay. Well, let's not. We won't repeat that again, though. I've got it now.
Yeah, just hit the rewind button.
If somebody wants to get that back over and over again, they can. Jess is over here. She's like, I don't even know what I'm here for.
We're only on the first little one. There's a whole long list going on.
Cassettes.
Well, then there's other companies. KMC also makes.
We're still on chains.
The DLC chains, which is diamond-like coating.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
Which is a very nice, high-quality chain, like $120, and you can get it to like color match. Also a very tough chain. You're spending 3 times the amount of money, but it is lasting about double the life of a typical 105.
Okay, so that's triple the money, but double the life.
However,
and it's pretty.
Shimano will tell you, I'll tell you, to get like 100% the best shift performance, if you're riding a Shimano drivetrain, Shimano, that's not even what I'm telling. Shimano tells you they build the drivetrains around their chains.
Really?
So if you want like the smoothest operating bike, and you have Ultegra, put an Ultegra chain on it, or put a Shimano chain on a Shimano bike.
Okay.
Because there's some bikes that we've got that are like a no name, like the Cirrus X's. It's like a no name whatever SRAM or specialized crankset. Has like a 1x with like a Dior derailleur, micro shift cassette, and all this other stuff, and a KMC chain. And altogether, it sucks. Like we're taking those off and putting on Shimano chains.
Okay.
Or some just work better. Some people don't notice the difference, but there are some combos where if you have it all mixed matched, it just doesn't work as well as it should.
So there's a good reason to go to your bike shop.
I think the trained person knows it's doesn't ride well.
Right, because I mean, as the average rider, you're not going to go through all these various combinations to try to figure out which one's the best.
No, I'll screw everything up ahead of time and figure it out for you.
Exactly. And
I usually figure it out on Brian's bikes. You just don't know.
And that's okay. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. I've ripped derailleurs off a bike. Okay.
Same applies to the cassettes.
Cassette, same thing.
Although you can't take a 12-speed XT cassette. You got to keep your cassette with what your shifter is.
With what your shifters are.
But same thing. You get a super nice, lightweight Durace cassette. It does wear out a little bit quicker. Okay. $300 cassette versus your $100 Ultegra cassette or your $80 105 cassette, which perform flawless.
So here's an important point of distinction. You may be a person that wants the highest performance, understanding that you're going to give up some durability.
Yeah.
versus the person who says, I don't want to have to replace that chain cassette every 1,500 miles. I actually am going to give up some performance for some durability.
Ow.
Okay, so it's exactly sort of the opposite of what I would have thought. I was thinking if you spent more, you're going to get the higher quality and it's going to actually last longer. We're going to put Jess to sleep. We don't.
That's fine.
Okay, derailleurs. Let's talk about derailleurs.
Same thing as cassettes.
It's all everything's the same thing.
Yep.
Well, no, but like
Drivetrain stuff, same thing.
1,500 miles. That's if you're
Oh
not
no, you're not replacing your.
Yeah.
You maybe after like 20,000 miles, you replace your jockey wheels.
Okay.
Derailleurs, they do get tired. Like the springs do get tired.
And that's what I was wondering about.
Yeah, like I don't know. The more you shift, I don't know. Say if you're doing 20,000 miles, like Brad has and you have, and like on a bike itself, your derailleur gets tired. I don't say clapped out; just say tired.
Yeah, and you may actually notice a sudden performance increase when you swap that unit out.
You don't know your shoes are worn out till you put new shoes on.
Okay,
or your handlebar tape.
And that's actually further down the list too. Now, what kind of life can you expect out of wheels? And I'm talking specifically, not tires. I'm talking about wheels, hubs, spokes, rim, the whole thing put together.
I don't know. If you're using stands, you probably got a year because the nipples are going to corrode out. You have to replace them all.
I do actually have sealant kind of rolled into that. So stands does corrode. Everybody knows that. Stands people won't want to admit it, but
Orange Seal does too over time, but not like stands.
okay. What is it that's the difference that causes the stands to
Is it the ammonia in there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That's tough with wheels. I mean, especially because of disc brakes now. Rim brake wheels actually used to have little tiny dots in the rim, and I've actually seen people totally wear out brake tracks to where it'll just snap off the wheel like the brake track, like from thousands of miles of use.
Wow.
And then like the nice wheels have little dots imprinted in them like tires do. You know how tires do?
Yep. Wear indicators.
Yeah, it's a wear indicator on the rim.
But that's for rim brakes.
Yeah.
So
now you recently, like people probably don't realize it, but on your disc rotors, like Shimano does it and SRAM does it, you have a measurement like 1.5 to 1.6 or 7. I don't know what it is off the top of my head of the thickness of your disc rotor. You wore yours out. One of yours, so we replaced both of them.
Well, and we checked those right before, and we talked about this last week. We checked those right before unpaved.
They were good,
and they were
and
good.
Your brake pads.
And the brake pads.
Now they're gone.
So I'm going to send Dave a bill, is what my plan is.
Yeah.
Here at some point.
And then maybe Dave will grow his hair out and we can braid it too. So like rotors actually have a...
I was going to suggest maybe we braid Dave's hair together with Chris.
So actually rotors, as part of the wheel, rotors on the disc wheels wear out. People just need to actually measure them, get some micrometers.
So...
And the measurement's like stamped on there.
So it's printed on there, not in a place it's going to actually have wear. So you should be able to micrometer. You should be able to measure it.
Yeah, you're at like 1.3 millimeters, which is 0.2. That's pretty low.
Paper thin.
Yep.
Paper thin.
I don't know. I mean, unless you ride Shimano wheels, they're like the only people that still do. No, really, they're only people that do like seal cartridge or loose ball bearings in their hubs still. So Mike McMahon probably only got 6,000 miles where he he like pitted the races in his GRX 105 hub. So I built it with a DT Swiss 350 like 2 weeks ago.
So that was the hub that failed before the spokes.
Because spokes usually don't fail unless you're doing something to them or you're pretty hard on them. Like they don't just start breaking.
I know that in the past, and I've dealt with this back when you were up at the other shop, and I would deal with Wes. And then I've dealt with it with you as well.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, well, no, but I mean where I start popping spokes.
All right, when's the last time you had pop spokes with me?
Right down Dow Road.
Right down the end of Dow Road.
Dang it.
We literally saw you when that happened.
And I know that, though, when that starts to happen, it's sort of an indicator that your wheels may be at end of life.
It's not real common, no.
Yeah, and it's a lower end wheel. So that is that an example of a scenario with wheels where if you buy higher end performance, you're going to get a longer life out of them? Is that sort of a
You should, yeah.
Okay, so that's sort of the inverse of that performance versus.
I mean, they're using a nicer quality spoke nipple, stuff like that.
Maybe a little bit more quality control in the build.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be.
Usually they're hand built, not machine built.
Okay.
So
if you buy a set of wheels, and I'll just throw it out there. And I know, but if you say you're somebody, you buy a set of wheels off the internet, even if they're brand new, not even used off of Craigslist or eBay, should you have a shop look at them to make sure that all the spokes are tensioned properly?
Like brand new out of the packaging?
Yeah.
If you want to be anal,
maybe not. Okay. I was just curious about that because I didn't know if that's something that.
I mean, I don't go like my revolves. I didn't put in the stand and like take the tensiometer to them.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I check everything for true, and I do feel all the spokes, and if one, I can.
You just kind of like give them
tell
a little finger test to make sure that they've got some tension on them, and there's not anything squirrely or weird going on. Okay. So that'd be a good thing.
But if you buy Revol wheels, you have a no question lifetime warranty.
And that was where I was kind of go with that is how many other wheel manufacturers do that? Is there anybody else that does that? Revol does it?
I think Bond Tracker has a pretty good system. Okay. Envy has something with them, but I've had more Envies like explode. Not like personally, but know people.
Okay.
And Envy will take care of it. They're pretty slow.
All right. But the Revol is sort of like a lifetime.
No question asked.
No questions asked.
Throw it at your mother-in-law.
That if that wheel fails, it's going to get replaced.
Hit your mother-in-law. Yeah.
See, that's really worth the investment.
Hitting your mother-in-law?
No. Okay, bottom brackets.
I tell people like you to do it once a season at least.
Okay.
And if it starts getting creaky.
Yeah. I feel like I have to do it more often than that. Yeah. But that's just repacking it and rebuilding it. What about an end of life scenario?
I mean, like yours, you can't totally. I can repack the bearings a little bit, but they're not like super duper serviceable.
Okay, so you're really just replacing the bearing cartridge.
Like if yours is just toast, I'm just giving you a new bottom bracket.
Yeah,
I'm not going to like gut it and service it. Sometimes like the Shimano's just don't go back together, right?
And I know I seem to go through a lot of bottom brackets. Is that sort of a common scenario with people who ride a lot? Is bottom brackets just
taking a lot of load?
And it's
it's taking all the weather. It's sealed, but it's not sealed. Like if you seal it amazing, it's not going to be smooth. Mm-hmm. Contrary to people's belief, like ceramic bottom brackets, ceramic is harder than steel.
Okay.
So like the bearings. So ceramic does cost more and it is smoother, but the balls themselves are harder.
Okay.
So they do last a lot longer. And you can usually ceramic stuff, you service it pretty frequently.
So that's a scenario where buying the ceramic, upgrading in the bottom bracket is actually something
ceramic speed is really expensive, but like Kogel's still expensive, but I think I've had way better luck with Kogel.
Okay.
Same thing, both have warranties too. You're not going to get like a regular warranty with just a...
Kind of related to that, issues with the bottom bracket. What about the same thing apply to the headset?
Headsets don't wear out as... You're not using... Like, you use your headset a lot, but it's not like the bottom bracket.
It's not getting that weight bearing on it.
I see most headsets get worn out from people who ride on the trainer. Not like... It's because of sweat's just pitting everything.
Okay, because the sweat drops down into the headset. It's rolling down the bars. It's getting into the nooks and crannies. Okay.
Now, like once a year, though, like your annual winter service, you like drop the fork, service the bearings, grease the headset, or grease the cups if you can. If it's, do what you can, clean it out.
Okay.
Get all the gunk out and put it back in.
So
there's a lot of like that salty road grit that builds up like in the lower part of the headset because of that little gap.
Where the wheel's spinning around and actually throwing all of that, especially if you ride outdoors in the winter.
On the bottom of the head tube?
Yep. Okay.
Bars are only for people like you who actually rot through bars. It's not a common thing. Same with the seat post.
Yeah, I did. I sweat right through my bars. And although you see pictures of that on all the social places a lot, I think some people get a little braggy about it, but I think it just means you sweat a lot.
Yeah.
But, mine, you caught mine early because I was doing the right thing in upgrading or replacing bar tape, which is something that if you do...
You should do bar tape twice a year.
Twice a year. You'll actually be able to open that up, air it out, clean it out, get the salt out from in there, from the sweat, and should actually save the bar.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, because the last thing, I don't want you to hit a pothole when your drop rip off and you crash.
Anything in the seat post to look at?
Seat post bearings. Jessica has no idea what I'm talking about. But seat
Don't
post
worry.
bearings need to be replaced a couple times a year.
Joey makes very good care that your seat post bearings are well taken care
Yours are good. I suggest ceramic.
I also
for
got
that.
new handlebar tape before our ride.
Oh yeah, that
Nice.
we never rode.
No.
New Supercast. But no, I would say same thing every year. Mark your seat post, pull it out, clean it out, and then re-grease it. If it's carbon on carbon or carbon at all anywhere, use fiber grip.
Okay.
If it's aluminum, if it's a metal system, just use some regular paste.
Because
Or
you've
grease.
heard they'll seize.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
That's
Especially titanium.
really
No,
Is that-
titanium has.
Yeah.
If you don't grease it right, it has a history of seizing.
So I have titanium to carbon, right, in the seat post.
Yeah, you have anti-seize in all your stuff.
So you have anti-seize in there, and
In your
that's
bottom
something
bracket.
should actually pull out. You like you said once a year.
Yeah, we're gonna take yours back apart in a couple months and just double check it.
Okay.
Or
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Wintertime riding. Once you're done with your wintertime riding, we're going to service again real quick.
You know, I'm not one that rides. I always wait until we've
Yeah.
had good rain after any salt has been put out. I'm real careful about
It
that.
was
But
winter.
I got titanium now.
We're going to
so
take it apart.
Don't worry about that. What about kind of related brake pads, but also the brake mechanisms themselves, the housings? Should they? Is that something that?
All right, so you should get your brakes bled once a year if you're using hydraulic.
Okay.
If you're when I say once a year for all this stuff, I'm talking about like your 3,000 to 5,000 mile a year rider,
Okay.
which is it's about on par.
Okay.
Even with brakes though, that fluid, whether it's sitting or not, I would do it once a year. You might not wear out the bearings and points like that, but I would still service your brakes once a year.
Because I noticed that I think it's on my Roubaix. There's a little bit of corrosion on the caliper,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's in a place to worry about.
No, but Brad's got really bad. I did replace his calipers recently.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering. That's something
It's
to look
not
for.
normal.
Then.
It's just where we live.
Okay,
Um,
and that's salt in the air because we live in a saltwater sort of environment.
I mean, everyone should know when their brake pads wear out. You can just look at them.
And how would they do that though?
Just look at them.
Just look at them.
Just look at it.
Look at it when
Just
it's
look
new.
at it.
Look at it when. Is there any kind of measurement that you can look at, or is there any kind of
Just tell when there's
indicators
no
on?
pad. Pull your
Okay.
pads out.
Okay,
You can. I could see mine through my caliper.
and everybody should know how to pull their brake pads out.
You should, I think.
Yeah, because that's really the
And
only way
then
to
take
get a
some
good look at it.
Q-tips and rubbing alcohol and clean out the inside where the pistons are ceramic. Clean all that out.
Okay.
Clean your pads off with some rubbing alcohol. Clean your
'Cause-
rotor off with rubbing alcohol.
Because it gets a lot of grit.
Oh, a lot.
I mean,
You get all that brake dust and
the
stuff.
brake dust as well as all the road grit and all that stuff just accumulates in there. So that's a
Don't
good
clean
thing.
it with soapy water.
What about spray a little WD-40 on it?
No.
Take care. Do not do that. What about levers and hoods and those things?
Just inspect them when you do bar tape.
Okay. And cables obviously is a once a year kind of thing. If
Yeah.
you've
If
got
you're
cables.
if you're using cables,
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people obviously.
I
a
know
lot
some
of
people still are.
Yeah, a lot of people use.
I
still
have
use
two cables on my 4 bikes.
Yeah.
Or 3 bikes. I don't know.
Now, this is the big one. What kind of a life cycle should you expect to get out of a frame? And let's actually break it down by steel, carbon.
Oh no, I'm not
Alloy.
ripping that one open.
don't
Titanium lasts forever technically, but it does break down. It just looks gross after about a year. Done by titanium. I say the early carbon bikes are still around, but they kind of look like they're frail. The typical carbon bike now is like 10, 15 years, I bet.
Okay.
Probably longer. There's probably people yelling at it, but that's probably what. So like when you get a
Unless-
lifetime warranty.
Unless, of course, you wreck it or drop it or crack it
Yeah.
or,
Aluminum, it's a metal, it lasts, but it does wear out. Or your
Okay.
wife dings the top tube.
Did I do that?
No, mine.
No, not you.
Mine did.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't even know where the top tube is.
So the catch here, and people probably don't realize it, when your bike comes with a lifetime warranty on the frame, like your Specialized, your Trex, your Cannondale, stuff like that,
Right.
it's the lifetime of the frame. Like the life of the frame, like the general life of it. Not if you've had it for 50 years.
It's not your lifetime.
Exactly.
It's the bike's
It's
lifetime.
the bike's lifetime. If it's like 30 years old, Specialized, they might say the bike's a little tired.
Yeah.
Although Specialized has been pretty good. I think I've done a rock hopper from like the early 2000s, almost 15 plus years.
Probably
and
just they don't get that many of them.
Um,
It's not worth it.
they just gave me a whole new, like instead of just a frame, they gave the customer a new bike.
Right.
That was like 4 years ago, but it's the lifetime of the bike. which doesn't mean your lifetime.
Right. So
if you're going to hoard onto your bike and keep it till you're like 80 years old and you're my age now, good luck.
That's not going to be the one.
Yeah.
That's not really what you're talking about. You're talking about, though, in the usable lifetime of the bike, which could be 10, 15, 20 years.
Yes.
You should not. Okay. Yeah. That's actually a good distinguishing thing to.
Yeah, your lifetime warranty is not your lifetime.
Okay. This is kind of a goofy one, but I am curious about it. Water bottles. I mean,
I don't know. Smell it. Wash it.
Crud built up
smell
in
gross?
it. Mine sometimes.
Replace your caps. Specialized, you could just buy the caps.
Yeah, and Camelback, you can do the same thing too. I've actually bought replacement caps. Although their caps, the podium, the bottle, you can actually take the caps apart and kind of wash the pieces bit by bit, little piece by little piece. And I do that every once in a while. I'll rip them apart, throw them all in a dishwasher, and let them kind of.
Yeah, you hear the like Yeti lid story where everyone's getting sick because all that crud was building up around the rubber seals.
Yep.
Just like water bottles on your bike.
Yep.
I have a water bottle problem. I have a lot of them.
Well, that didn't take as long because those are all the things I have on the list. And I'm thank you for Jess for she was looking at her phone and like laying her head
I was
down.
surprised nobody mute me over there. Like nobody just put me on mute for the next 20 minutes.
I could do that now. I could
was
do
gonna
that
say,
now.
I
I've got a
done
mute
that.
button. I can actually turn you off. I would never do that to you. I'll turn Joey off, but I would never turn you off.
Oh, you never turn me off. You always turn me on.
I think that was a fun conversation to have, and it's something that, this time of the year, people are thinking about, ripping the bike apart and doing something to it.
Hey, your shoes don't last forever. How many people come in with old, clapped-out shoes, Brian? If you ride like 3,000 to 5,000 miles a year, treat yourself to new shoes every few years, just like your helmet. Helmets have shelf lives.
I have started to make note of how many miles I have on my shoes.
They're nasty.
My
Your
old
old shoes were nasty. But there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I like my CDs from 1964, when I was conceived. No. Like, they're disgusting. Throw them out.
Did you ever see my old shoes?
I did. They were white, and I was like,
they weren't white.
No, not anymore.
They were dingy brown.
Even my torches now are starting to get a little beat up.
Oh, use shaving cream.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Shaving cream.
It may be too far gone. I don't.
Like, my golf shoes when I was in high school, like they always said to stay white for tournaments. Every time I played golf with them, I scrubbed them at night with a toothbrush and shaving cream. Because they had
You've
the
told
back
me that
part was
before.
leather and the front was white. Yeah, gotta look classy.
Yeah, you told me that before. I don't.
I wear black shoes cycling.
I just don't. Maybe I need to go back to black shoes. I went to white shoes a couple of iterations of shoes ago.
Yeah.
And my gravel shoes are not. They're kind of that
If I was like
gray, which kind of hides everything.
If I was my height, if I was like the 6 foot, 150-pound twig cyclist and had the legs, I do have nice legs. But if I had the legs to pull off white shoes and white socks, sure.
Wait,
no.
are you saying that
I never knew there was a weight category attached to the color of your shoes.
I didn't either. This is new
white
to me.
shoes is like that pro look, and unfortunately, the pro look is the.
So am I being like a Fred to wear
no,
white shoes?
I
Yes.
love you, Joey. I love you
really?
so much in the entire world. However, I do not think there is a weight category or class of looking for
I'm
white
just
shoes.
saying that, like the Ryan O'Shea looking cyclist.
Okay.
Not the cyclist I want to be, or I tell people to be.
So you're basically telling me that I'm looking like a Fred wearing my white shoes. Is that what I'm hearing?
I told you that when you bought white shoes.
Oh my God, you did not. Did
Brian,
you?
Well,
I
I'm just saying-
don't think. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just saying
They're hard to keep clean.
Well, and you know that I don't try to keep them clean. Now I've got a conscience. Now I'm like, oh my God, I need to go get new. I can't buy any more new things. I'm done. I am clapped out.
It's going on Amazon.
I am clapped out.
I got the new S-Work shoes, and they're amazing. But they are very helpful with my bunions. They have a little bit more
good.
stretch
Good.
in the toe region. So
That's one thing you spend more money on. You do get.
Okay.
You
So
get,
with shoes.
Yeah. Probably about the same. I don't think the lifespan changes on S-Work shoes or $100 recons.
But you're going to get better comfort, and when you get better
it's a
comfort,
way nicer material.
you're actually going to it's going to treat you right. Okay.
Joey and I are quite. I mean, these are all really helpful things. I'm not trying to. These are all very helpful things. I am just married to a bike mechanic, so
It's not something you really.
I don't work on bikes a lot anymore these days.
Do you? Every time I go in there, you're sitting behind the desk on the
Doing
computer.
purchase orders, doing inventory.
today he was using a blowtorch on somebody's bike.
Were you really? You got to use like hot tools?
I had to do one. I had to buy a new torch last week because of a seized bolt.
Nice.
The most stuck bolt I've ever successfully retrieved.
Do you have
out of a crank?
Do you have Chris stand beside you with a fire extinguisher because we're not burning another shop down when you're running the torch? Or did you do that outside?
No, I do it in the store.
Okay.
Although at Parvella, me and Eric had an incident where Eric was burning brake pads with rubbing alcohol, and that was.
Caught everything on fire?
If you've ever used a fire extinguisher, it is the messiest thing in the world. It gets everywhere. The powder, I don't know how it finds the places it gets into.
Yeah.
But yes, we've used a fire extinguisher at the shop. Not down here.
But up there.
We're both not employed there anymore, so I feel okay to say that.
You can say it. Almost burned
Yeah.
a shop down.
Ian might listen still, so.
Well,
I think I told Ian.
I know that you were very reluctant to have that whole long conversation, and thank you for indulging me and listeners, because I think that was something that people are going to find very interesting.
So just as a question, do they still have on Strava where you can put what shoes you're wearing on the thing?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
your gear.
told all my runners to do, is to track how many times you are using your shoes or how many miles.
Yeah.
I think that's super important. I mean, is that important with cycling and shoes too?
Yeah.
Yeah, people we're not runners. We're smarter than that. So we have all our gear. You could do like all your bike gear.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I wish I could do was I wish I could compare my segment times by bike.
Oh, you just have different Strava accounts.
Oh, I'm not going there. I'm not doing anything like that. Okay, you guys want to do this or that? We've got a breakfast themed this or that.
You could have like the Scranton Strangler, Scott's Tots. You could have like the Michael Scott.
Oh,
We've watched a lot of Office on the course.
Have you seen the Scott's Tots?
I have. And
Was that cringeworthy?
It was cringeworthy.
That was the most.
She didn't see the Scranton Strangler yet.
Oh,
I did not see that one yet.
Okay, well that's a thread that goes through many
I did
episodes.
hear Savannah Man, and Joey kept rewinding it.
Oh, because
Savannah Man.
it wasn't a Savannah Man. It was when Kevin called Andy a dumbass. And right after, he's like, "Hey, can you do the French? Who's the French chef or whatever?"
He goes,
like,
"It's from Sesame Street, you dumbass." The Swedish chef, Joey.
Swedish chef. Okay, you guys want to do this or that? Let's do this or that.
Yeah.
I said a breakfast theme, but the first one that somebody threw out I thought was actually appropriate. First item on this week's this or that, just 2020 or 2021?
You know what? I'll be honest. 2020 and 2021 to me is like, because I always do things in terms of school year. Mm-hmm. So I do the 2020 to 2021 school year versus the 2021 to 2022 school year.
I
Does
think
that
you're
make
yelling
sense?
so loud it's crackling.
It cracked the mic a little bit.
Yeah,
That's okay.
a couple times.
It's okay.
Sorry, everybody at home.
Got excited. Well, it's fair to get excited over this or that to go with 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
I think it's fair.
Well, as we're sitting here doing the podcast, I keep fielding text messages from Joey's sister and mom about all the districts that now have turned only to digital.
Only virtual.
So only virtual for January. So it's a little bit on the edge right now. But
they both kind of blended together for me, and I think a lot of people would say that 2020 and 2021 just, it felt to me like 2020 was just like it was all shut down and the world was drastically different. There were some good things that I think that came out of it. A lot of people spent more time with home. A lot of people spent a lot more time with family. I think we, changed some of the ways we go about interacting with people. In 2020. 2021 was that everything was supposed to get back to normal, but it didn't.
It didn't,
and that
yeah.
kind of sucked because 2020 kind of caught you out of blue, but you kind of had to roll with it. And 2021 was supposed to be the breakout. And God help us, I don't know if 2022 is going to actually fulfill that dream or not, but we'll see. Joey?
I liked aspects of the early parts of the shutdown.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun at
me
work.
too. I mean, some parts of being virtual and showering during your lunch break and, not having to pack a lunch every day was kind of nice. Mm-hmm. Joey and I started drinking coffee together every morning because before that we did not do that.
Yeah. I think we're going to look back on it, and there's going to be some really good things that came out of 2020.
Well, I'm still going.
You know,
Sorry, honey.
2021 was as good as it was. It was bad for me, but it was also pretty good. It wrapped up pretty good.
okay.
I love the new shop. I love having Lori as the shop owner. I love Blake.
Yeah, so
You know, I went through. I
big
lost
changes.
Dave. I lost the shop. I lost Max. But my replacements, not replacements, but it
Next-
turned out to be pretty swell. And Jess got Teacher of the Year at the end of the year.
the next phase.
Yeah,
Let's not say
I got a new cookbook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you got lots of liquor over there.
I got a lot of liquor.
Yeah, he's got a lot of liquor.
I got this peppermint knockoff Bailey's stuff last week.
Yeah?
Very good. It's good by itself. And the Boba Fett series comes out today.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
I'm watching it tonight.
I saw that. Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some Bailey's, sit in my underwear, and put the fire on.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, did you get some propane?
I did. Yes.
Oh, score.
We had a very ambiances.
Ambiance.
Ambiance.
Yeah, we had that with the Christmas stockings hanging up
Right.
and stuff
Christmas
like that.
tree, yeah.
I just worry about Joey with fire.
Although
Anyway.
the day
I
after
worry about
Christmas,
me with fire.
the day after Christmas, Jess has to take the Christmas tree down already.
Oh, yeah, I'm with her.
No, you two can go up Crumpet because after New Year's.
We're home. Why don't we take it down now? Or
Take
we were
that
cleaning?
thing down.
Oh, why I was cleaning.
Joey,
Okay.
I was very busy on the Peloton.
Now, here comes breakfast themes. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles because it's like pancakes but with like abs.
Okay.
You know,
That's
like little
weird, but yeah.
Little swimming pools.
I will also go with waffles because pancakes, they always get cold before you can actually really eat them, whereas waffles, I don't think that happens with. Waffles, I think, are a little more durable, and that's so I just like waffles a little bit better. Joey?
I do love pancakes in the right time and place. Little chocolate chips, nice warm syrup, a little whipped cream, some
do you put
powdered
hot-
sugar.
Hot sauce on the pancakes, too?
I do not. That is frowned upon.
That is just a waffle treat.
You could do so much with waffles. I love waffles. I like chicken on the waffles. I like like a nice crispy waffle, even cold, is good.
my
Every this or that. What do you want to say?
my parents bought a waffle maker for when Joey comes to visit, so they
Aw.
can make them waffle because Joey doesn't like eggs. Like my family survives on eggs.
That's right. You don't eat
Eggs are
eggs.
gross.
Yeah. I know. Eggs
so
are fantastic.
my mom and my stepdad always make Joey waffles.
It's for me and the grandkids.
You sit at the kids' table and eat your waffle. Sit over there, kids. Eat your waffle.
Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead, Your Highness.
I'm younger than everyone else by years. Jess is 3 years older than me, 2 years older than me.
I didn't know that.
She's going to be 34 this year.
Joey.
I'm going to go with waffles. But
Okay.
like I said, some nice... So that wasn't good that wasn't good syrup.
Uh-huh.
It's like emergency syrup.
Okay.
Like the Lodge, not real syrup,
Right.
but the hot sauce is like... I've been loving the hot sauce a lot lately on there. It's pretty good, so I tell everyone to try it. If you're a hot sauce person,
you sold me,
and it doesn't even like it's that sweet and savory,
I'm not
and
even
it's
a hot
not
sauce.
hot.
I'm not even a hot sauce person, and you sold me on the
Like
hot
you're
sauce
not
on
getting the
waffles.
burning hot sauce. You don't have to go crazy. But yeah,
Third item, Jess. Sausage or bacon?
Sausage.
I never saw such a place. I'm gonna go with
my God.
I'm gonna go with bacon. That's a Pedro says from south of the border where you're traveling up and down 95. The pictures of billboard with a big sausage on the top, and Pedro says, "I never sausage a place."
isn't that place gone now?
No.
No, it's still there, Joey.
I
still
thought
there.
they ripped down south of the border.
God, I hope not. I'll let you know next time I have to go through there. I'm a bacon guy. Oh, no, he's Googling it. You have to answer the question, then you can Google.
3 of the shops have been torn down to make room for new projects. Several others are being renovated.
Yeah, but that's not tearing all of it down.
A lot of people are wondering if south of the border is closing down. The answer is no. We are still open for business,
There you go.
but they're ripping it down.
Well, they do still have all their very, very racist, in my opinion,
That's very
roadway
racist.
signs. Their roadway signs.
Oh, like half the place is ripped down.
their billboards. Oh wow, wow.
Last time I drove by there, I almost rear-ended a Tesla. and Jess's Subaru, which would not have been a cheap trip.
Oh, that also
Like
would have
right in front of south of the border.
That would have also not because your Subaru saved us.
Oh yeah, that wasn't her Subaru.
That wasn't her Subaru.
I just wasn't paying attention
Yeah.
either time. But the eyesight in the new Subarus is very nice.
We found that out.
I've had like 3 incidents.
Well,
2 of them were not my fault. One was that one day I wasn't paying attention.
Did you answer sausage or bacon?
Oh no, that is a good debate
Okay, here we go.
because it depends.
He basically just sat
Like
back.
the other morning, I made some sausage and potatoes. Not like I did sausage and potatoes the other night, but I did like breakfast sausage where I scrambled up the sausage, and I love that. You're not going to do that with bacon,
No,
but bacon is just bacon.
but you could do that with sausage and bacon.
It's true.
Have you ever gone to the food truck at Sneed's?
I make
gotten
that
their hash brown bowl.
It looks good, but I make the same thing here with cheese and everything.
Oh,
I put
yeah.
sprinkly cheese and melt it.
But they put tots in it.
Oh no,
They deep fry tots.
we did have breakfast there one day.
Let's do that one day this week. We're gonna have breakfast at the Sneed's. That's actually a great.
Well,
idea.
if it's this week, Jess is off.
Let's do that. How about tomorrow?
No,
I
I got to
can't.
pick up a canoe tomorrow.
Yeah, we're all like, I can't do that. Don't make a plan. Did you make a decision?
Yeah, so like the Crosby on a croissant, and they do extra bacon. I'm gonna go with bacon. Like bacon's bacon.
Bacon's bacon.
Is
Bacon,
the
bacon with
Crosby
bacon.
sandwich the one from Lotus? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, double bacon.
Last item: orange juice or coffee.
Coffee.
I'm gonna go with tea. I don't like either one of
Well,
them.
we
Orange
don't
juice,
substitute
burns
this or
my
that.
throat as
I-
I drink it. I think it's gross.
I remember The Office where they put the orange juice in the metal cup.
Oh, we watched that episode too.
I'm not a real big orange juice fan. I don't drink coffee. Between the two of those, I would have to go with orange juice, but I would have to water it down. I would add a bunch of water.
Oh yeah, you do half and half.
Yeah, a bunch of water.
It's like Gatorade.
Yeah. So that would be my thing. What about you?
All right. While we're on air, I did offer to buy a canoe on the marketplace for a killer deal. So I can't get yelled at too much, but I do like coffee.
Okay.
But orange juice. So orange juice and vodka is very good.
Did you just slip in there that you just bought a canoe during the show and announced that during this or that so that Jess wouldn't really actually paying attention to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
did
that
I
makes
just
up
blow
for
it
the
for you?
fact that Joey put the pancake mix up high, and I told him I tried to reach you with the chair, but I didn't even try, and so now we're even.
It doesn't make up for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
That was
no,
a whole
I
pre-show thing going on here.
I scored a flat back canoe in Old
Yeah.
Town for $150
Holy cow, where?
in Lexington Park.
Oh, dude, there are so many good deals
And
right
it's like
now
it's
on
a super
Marketplace.
Well, I have a goal of taking Blake out in a canoe next year,
Yeah.
and this is like a little canoe skiff.
Yeah, flatbacks it's real. They're
And it's,
wider.
and it's
right?
an Old Town. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
So that's for me and my dog.
nice score.
Yeah, so I slipped it in, but it doesn't
And
make
then
up for the waffles.
I blew it for you, didn't I? Because you
did.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but I'm looking out for you. So, anyway,
yeah, bring your bike in next time.
you guys, anything else before we shut it down?
No,
remember
but
when
we're
I put
even.
that-
We're
Whoa,
completely
you-
and totally even now, though.
Okay, can I be the arbiter of that?
Yeah.
That's not even.
It's close to even, but not.
No, it's not.
it's not quite.
Just like once, I would love
If-
to have dinner ready for me.
If he had spent like $300 on the canoe, it would have been even.
This is probably a
But-
$1,500 canoe the guy just wants to get rid of.
He scored a really good deal, and I know that, and I haven't even looked at it. So he scored a really good deal, and he could actually.
And if you're
turn
lucky,
that-
you could
and
go out with me.
just like a bike. In probably about 3 weeks, he's going to sell it, and he's going to make money off of it. So.
No, I got plans. It's the SS Blake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the logo on the side.
You should get some stickers made with Blake's head.
Oh yeah,
That's a good idea. That'd be fun.
typical lab silhouette.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That actually really would be cool.
That
we
would
could do
be cool.
a GTD sticker that
If
way.
you, sorry, we're trying to close the podcast down, but if you look at Joey's Subaru, look at the inside of the Subaru.
Okay.
Like the logo. That's what I mean by inside.
Okay.
Oh, look at my logo on the front and back.
Did you do something to it?
The
Change it?
Orsini vinyl. It's a company that does all Subaru. So hers too. On your way out, and I have a
Oh,
trout,
okay.
and it's with a Subaru logo, and hers is
Oh,
a dog paw.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So anyway, last bit of the podcast. I didn't officially give it to Jessica for Christmas. I didn't know how to do it, so I had to get her other stuff.
The Peloton is treadmill?
No.
Oh.
Kitchen counters.
Are you actually doing kitchen counters?
Yes, I'm going. Beautiful Kitchens is closed through break. I have to go next week. I didn't sign her. I signed her up twice. I had to back out of it. But I did plan on signing her up for that all-female gravel camp in Arkansas.
The cat camp? Oh, no.
The big one.
The big
Well,
one.
the cat camp, too,
gravel.
Nice.
Yeah, it was very awkward trying to sign her up and not send her the emails and stuff. So I just had to tell her.
Just had to wait.
So I got her a set of pins instead.
Nice.
No, just kidding. I got her other stuff, too. But
Nice.
so she might be going to Arkansas. I already talked to my mom about getting her off of work. I've already looked at plane tickets. And
When is it? When is that?
last week of April. It's a Thursday,
okay.
Friday, Saturday.
I got some friends in Arkansas. Maybe I should hook you up with some. I got some friends out there, so that if you need some travel, kind of like coordination, I can
have to find a Marriott
I can.
and a bike mechanic that will travel with me.
That might be what I can help you with.
Oh, cool.
That might be what I can.
I
help you
think you have to find lodging with the other females, and they take care of your bike for you.
Oh,
They teach
good.
you how to
Even
take care of your
better.
bike.
with. That's even better.
They'll teach you how to change a flat.
Who's doing that? Who's putting that on?
Girls Gone Gravel.
Girls Gone Gravel.
Miss Yeager will be there.
Correct.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. That's cool. So you're gonna enjoy that. You're gonna have a lot of
Yep.
fun with that. And you're gonna put on a wig and a skirt and go too.
No, she's doing her own thing.
Doing her own thing.
Yeah, I'll put on a wig.
It'll be like Joey will look at his phone at he won't check his phone for an hour and it'd say Jess Sikorsky called 563 times.
Yep.
And I called the other 560 times. So nothing else before we shut it down.
No, I'll shut up now.
I sure do hope that the audio comes out good. I think we're going to have some learning curve.
It
here.
better. That thing looks like it should. You should be launching a rocket to Mars.
So hopefully it works out, and but we'll find out. We'll find out, won't we? I don't know.
We'll see how my
nervous.
crackling of the mic went.
I don't know. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. And do not forget to go to cutawayusa.com and use that coupon code GRAVEL15 to save yourself some money. And, you're basically losing money if you don't actually go there and buy stuff. So.
Yeah.
If you want to support the podcast, the best way to do that is to give us a 5-star rating. Consider dropping a review, but give us a couple of weeks with the audio quality here with the new board. Give me some time.
Yeah.
How about we not review that just yet?
If you want a special, if you want a special sticker package, please message Brian and Joey at their Instagram handles.
No. Message you.
No. What they need to do is post a picture of where they would put the sticker,
And then tag me. It's at Jess_Santora.
or GTD. And how folks can get in touch with us, Joey? How can they do that?
I don't know. Just come over here. GravelTravelDirt.com and our Instagram, shall you use it to do whatever Jessica just said, is at Mid-Atlantic GTD.
Cool. Mid-Atlantic
Yes.
Travel, and Dirt is recorded this week from right here in Joey's kitchen on our brand new Tascam Mixcast 4 mixer podcast magic lighted up with a bunch of different colors board that I got from sweetwater.com.
And they have their own sales staff.
Yep.
So.
Thanks for riding along. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.